Hello, and welcome to Who Are You? This is a reasonably well done sci-fi watchcast hosted by two former strangers, now friends, who are currently watching 2004's Battlestar Galactica. I'm Xhafer,
And I'm Laura.
and today we have Battlestar Galactica Season 4, Episode 7. Guess who's coming to dinner?
No.
No.
Guess what's coming to dinner?
Guess what's coming to dinner? That's rude. That's rude
It
as
is
fuck.
kind of rude, right?
Yeah, I didn't even think about it. Man, I just corrected that racism in my brain meats and wrote
Yeah.
down the wrong thing. Whoops.
Cylons are people too, apparently. Yeah. I assume that what's was really on purpose and carrying a lot in the writers' minds.
I'm sure. Rude, though. Fucking rude.
Mm-hmm.
I always think about Chekhov saying this when the Klingons are coming over in Star Trek 6.
Uh-huh.
That's like, I know that that's not the like source of this. I believe it's a play
Sure.
or something, but that for me, that's always like the thing I think of.
Okay, because I think you said when we were talking last time that it's a reference also to like something with Gorbachev
It might be, yeah.
coming over or something.
I mean, Star Trek 6 is just about the end of the Cold War.
Yeah.
So
I was like, that's fun that we make the Russian character say something about
say
it.
it. Yeah, for sure.
Fun. Yeah. I just want to address something from the Discord before we get started, if you don't mind. One of our listeners commented something, because they are, of course, weeks behind our actual recording, right?
Yes.
About how they were bummed that we felt like things were going kind of slow.
That was like, I mean, there is like 2 or 3 episodes that I feel like are kind of slow in the first half of this first half of the season.
Sure, yeah.
But they are not nearly the slog of Dogtown that we had.
Yeah. The final 5 business with Deanna that really was irritating me. Like, no, I haven't felt like, at least since the last episode we recorded, which would have been what, Faith, and the ones that I have watched subsequent, because I have watched a little more than this one.
Yeah.
I don't feel like anything's slow. I'm having a good time. It's all happening pretty fast, actually.
Yes, it will happen pretty fast, and then we'll hit a wall, and the wall is a narrative wall that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And the show rightfully slows down for a minute there, but just a minute. And then we get another couple fast ones, and I think it slows down for like another 2 or 3 right before the finale, if memory serves.
Okay.
But that might be me conflating things and not remembering, because we're at a point now where I haven't seen shit in a very long time. So
sure, there was stuff happening in the last episode that Aaron was like, I actually don't remember how things get where they're going.
Yeah, the next one's weird. I mean, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it in like an hour and a half, but you'll hear about us talking about it in a week.
Yeah.
Listener. So
but I just want you to know, listener, I'm having a good time.
Yeah. Yeah, this has been good. I'm glad that, like, obviously, I wish there wasn't some stuff happening in the real world that made me go, oh God, when we're watching a TV show again.
Yeah. Fair.
But I am really enjoying this rewatch. It's a good show.
It is. There's a lot of meat to chew there. Whenever anybody gives me like half of a door open, I'm like, you should watch Battlestar Galactica. Just the Kool-Aid man smashing through walls recommending TV shows.
Oh, yeah! What is a podcaster if not that exactly?
Right. Mm-hmm.
It's fun because I'm getting crap at work now. So you can't, obviously, listener, we're an audio format, so you've got no idea. But I've recently relocated my desk, and part of that condensed the things on my desk. Mm-hmm. So I am now using my podcast setup for work meetings.
Oh, no.
I used to have a separate headset and everything that was attached to the work computer and doing the things, and now I've got it plugged into a USB switch, so I can just switch between my work computer and my personal computer and doing the thing.
Mm-hmm.
And between the new background, which is shelves of books, because I built a library and I'm sitting in my library now. And the microphone and the nicer headset and everything. Almost every time I'm on a call with a person for the first time from my new office, it has been, "Oh, Xhafer, you look like a podcaster." Me nervously laughing. You guys want to watch Battlestar Galactica?
At least it's a little less socially awkward in academia to do that, but yeah. Still weird.
Oh, you just record yourself talking about a subject for an hour? I mean, teaching classes.
Yeah. I mean,
compared to me, and we don't even like video on calls. It's just like, ugh.
Yeah, so I guess we should talk about this one, huh?
Yeah, let's get into it. Season 4, Episode 7. Guess what's coming to dinner? Rude. We open on Gaius taking time away from his religious zealotry to talk about Rosalind having these shared visions with Caprica 6 and Athena.
Oh, yes. He's been talking about this on the Gaius wireless, apparently.
Yeah.
Rosalind's... The Sci-Fi. They're both good. Those are both good. I like them. Rosalind's listening to this and wondering how he knows.
Yeah.
And I was kind of wondering, too, because I was like, wait, when has he talked about this? But it does get reminded to us exactly how he knows, because I was like, we haven't seen him go talk to Caprica 6 since the trial.
Before the trial, yeah. And that's where he learned this, was during the trial bit.
Yep.
But the show has given us so much plot since then.
Yeah, I was like, because we've discussed this before, specifically, because he's in the visions.
Yeah.
But we were like, nah, he can't be aware of that because he has said nothing. And actually, he's even said things like contrary. And especially in this episode, it's explicitly addressed. You are in my dreams. And he's like, where?
Yeah, he's in the dreams, but he's not an active participant, unlike 6 and Athena, who are.
Yeah, they remember this shit, right?
Which is weird that Rosalind gets it and Baltar doesn't.
Yeah. That made me wonder.
Yeah.
To, in the last episode in Faith, I don't think we talked about this part, but a big part of the end there is that Rosalind is dreaming with Emily, basically, as Emily's passing away. And I had kind of maintained that Rosalind is dreaming with Athena and Caprica 6 because she's the super secret 13th Cylon.
Yeah.
And
Emily's super secret 14th Cylon?
No, Emily's definitely like super duper human. So, but she was a human who was in the middle of transitioning to the other side. So maybe there's something about the act of dying that Cylons could dream with.
Cylons know a bit about that.
Yeah.
That's core to their, I don't want to say cultural identity. Cultural's not the right word there. Their racial identity.
Sure. That we can experience death and we come back from it. Yeah. So I was like, that's so interesting when you think about that part of that episode.
Yeah.
Well, Gaius is blabbing about it on the radio, and Rosalind has been listening, but Lee is also there and says, hey, half of the fleet's already heard this, and you owe them a response, which I'm just over here like, but why?
Well, I mean, and that's her answer, too, is why do I owe them a response? Fuck Gaius. And then Lee brings up the valid point that it's all like, yeah, you've been really just actively refusing to be transparent in any way. So this plus all of that is the actual problem.
Yeah.
Which fair.
But, like, I still think Gaius talking about crazy visions and dreams, like, I don't know. If I was like a person, I would not care.
Yeah.
I do not give a shit if Trump is having visions. Well, I mean, I do, in that those visions will probably be a problem for me later. But if he's like sharing dreams with someone, don't care.
Rosalind just needs to get a Truth Social account so that the way she can communicate directly with the people. That would really solve a lot of these problems.
In a very trustworthy manner.
Yeah.
Totally sane, right? Yeah, she also is like, what would you do if you were in my place, basically? Or what would these things mean to you even if you were in my place? And then he does actually, like, Lee does demand to know if it's true, and she says yes.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we get that much out of Rosalind, but again, I don't really know why anyone cares. And also, I don't know if Lee makes a big deal out of it at all the rest of this episode. I guess we'll find out as we go through my notes, but like, why do you even care, Lee? I'm confused.
After this, we cut over to the Base Star and the Demetrius that are set to jump to the flotilla together. Starbuck is like, we have to do it this way so they don't get nuked. And I'm all like, do you? Couldn't you just send the Demetrius like 5 minutes earlier and just be like, oh, hey, a Base Star's going to jump in 5 minutes. It's cool. They're with us. And explain everything ahead of time?
Again, like, we jump in, Demetrius alone. We have Gaeta, get Gaeta off the Demetrius. We jump back. We bring in the Base Star. Like, I don't understand why we can't do this.
For drama, because they jump and the Demetrius doesn't make it to the fleet, but the Base Star does.
Oh, yeah. The Base Star, like, couldn't jump by itself, right? That was the...
Well, yeah, that they're using the Raptor to jump.
Right.
Yeah.
They've got to be, like, tethered together. But then somehow the tether breaks, but the Base Star makes it, not the Demetrius.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Galactica can just, like, do the math and send it to the other ships in every other fucking episode, and they're fine.
Yeah, it's totally...
Right? Totally fine. Don't come at me in the Discord with, it's a Cylon computer. I don't want to hear it. I'm not going to remember saying that I don't want to hear it. So really, just don't say it.
Yeah. Oh.
It's so dumb. You have to admit, this is so dumb.
It's dumb. And speaking of dumb, like, as we are jumping, 6, like, looks... I think the 6's name actually has a name, I found out later. Natalie? Does that ring any bells?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know why. I don't know if we've ever said her name out loud, but the closed captions in the next episode identified her as Natalie.
Yes. And when I Googled, I knew her name was Natalie from, like, referencing wikis and looking at stuff and reading. But I don't remember them saying her name ever.
I certainly don't. I was surprised when the closed caption said that. And Aaron was like, yeah, that one's Natalie. And I was like, okay.
I just call her Leader 6 in my notes the entire time.
Yeah. So I've got 6 in my notes, but it's Natalie that says to Athena how beautiful Hera must be, like, as we're jumping. And I'm like,
yeah,
that's a thing. That's a dumb thing to do. That's dumb and creepy.
It's weird.
It's weird.
Yeah.
It's something. Leoben did something really weird during, like, we're about to jump the other day too, and I was like, how about no?
But so the Base Star makes it in, and the fleet jumps as soon as they show up, and you have Athena trying to hail the fleet, but their comms are down because drama. But also, once again, why Athena?
Yeah.
Why is Athena hailing from the Base Star?
Yeah.
Just an ounce of sense applied to this, please. Just have Hilo on the line. Like, really.
Well, Hilo's not on the Base Star.
Anyone.
Hilo was on Demetrius, right?
Oh,
Starbuck. We got to use Starbuck.
Yeah. Yeah. Just anyone. Literally anyone but Athena.
Or Anders. Anders wouldn't be bad because they don't know, the whole thing right now.
Yeah, Anders would be fine. Literally anyone is a better choice than Athena.
Yeah.
But here we are.
Because somebody back on Galactica should be doing the math of, like, what are the odds? One of the other Sharons found out Athena's call sign, and, now we're doing this. Nobody thinks about that.
We get what is one of my favorite shots in this entire show here. It is like a 15-second shot. But it's the Vipers rushing towards the Base Star after launching from Galactica, flying through the fleet as the fleet jumps away around them.
Yeah.
And it's such a cool, it's not like a POV shot directly, but you're following the Vipers with the camera as they're zooming through and you see the fleet jumping away around them. So good.
Yeah.
So good.
It's one of those things you can do narratively to like establish the competence of your participants in the fleet without having to like dialogue about it. You just see like, we're heading toward the attack and people are jumping away. So, like, oh, this is an experienced group. Where if you don't have that shot and you just have Vipers going through the fleet, you're sitting there as an audience member going, why aren't they jumping away? Why aren't they doing anything? Like, they thought through this nice little, totally just computer generated scene,
So good. Ty calls a hold on the open fire at the last possible moment.
Yeah.
A moment.
Yeah. Something ain't right.
Adama looks pissed, but the Demetrius jumps in and confirms that they shouldn't blow up the base starter theme real quick.
Yeah. I don't know. I felt like this whole like Adama guns a-blazing felt a little wrong because this base star is so visibly beat up. It is like at death's door.
Adama has the Adama storyline right now is building towards next episode, which I won't talk about too much, listener. This episode, the next episode, and the episode after it all really go hand in hand. They're kind of like a little 3-parter in pretty meaningful ways. This is kind of like the prologue of the next 2 episodes, and the next 2 episodes are like, here's the same 6 hours told from this perspective. Here is the same 6 hours told from this perspective. Yeah. And this sets up the ability to do that. And in this next episode coming up, Adama's ability to lead is called into question in a meaningful way. I'll leave it at that. This is set up for that. This is Ty can handle it. Adama has to do something else. This is to make you believe that Adama is not infallible again and that maybe Ty is ready for these things because he is right in this situation and Adama is wrong. And Adama needs to see that happen to be able to do the things he does next episode.
Yeah, okay. I still think
it's dumb.
Yeah.
But I'm with you here. But I understand narratively why this has to happen.
Yeah, because we know that Ty he's sort of lucky. He's not just lucky, I believe, because it seems like there's something about these fuck around 4 Cylons at least where they kind of know each other. There's some sort of thing happening.
Yeah.
So he kind of knows that something is wrong with this ship. I just didn't see Adama actually like go in and guns a-blazing on a ship that's at death's door that just jumps in and it's not launching anything. I see the Adama I remember being a little more cautious than that. Maybe the fleet jumps out, but he's not like launching the nukes. He's preparing the nukes, but he's not launching the nukes, I don't know. It was weird. It felt a little out of character for me, but we've got to have Ty be the broken clock that is right this time.
Yes.
So, okay. Demetrius is back.
Yep. We go to theme. Survivor count 39,673. We are down 2, which is, of course, Jean and Emily.
Oh, yes. And Emily.
Ty goes to the base star with, like, every Marine on the fucking Galactica. When Starbuck tells them the Cylons are with her, he asks which one shot Gaeta.
Oh, boy.
Which Cylon shot Gaeta?
Awkward.
Yeah. Yeah. About. Yeah. So. Yeah. 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 So about that.
Also, poor Gaeta. There's like no justice for Gaeta. Like, is that coming? Are we going to address this later? Because like, I feel like Anders should have at least been like taken to the brig or interviewed or something. We should have seen that, and no.
So you know that bit I just did with the Do that again. Aaron, you don't have to copy paste it, but just for you, Laura, and for anyone else who knows what's coming, just like go back like 30 seconds and listen to it again.
I meant to talk about this on the last episode, but we kind of had so much other meat we were chewing with. This episode's as good as any. I'm a little worried about this Gaeta plot. I'm a little worried. And
yeah,
you know how you said, like, I think you said something to the effect episodes ago that, like, the worst thing in this show hasn't happened yet. Like, the person who does the worst thing or whatever, and it's not Baltar.
Yeah, I mean, the person who does the worst thing, I would argue, I think that might have been taken out of context because the person who does the worst thing is in the pilot.
Okay. Well, yeah. True.
I would say the most depressing things to happen in this show have not happened yet. We've hit number 3. We have 1 and 2 barreling towards us right now.
I'm just a little worried that our black and white thinker, who's after the end of this episode now missing a big part of his leg, might have some bad thoughts that are difficult to deal with.
You are picking up on things that are being put down for you to pick up on. I'll say that.
Yeah. I was like, uh-oh, I don't like it when people who can't deal with shades of gray and subtlety in things have really bad things happen to them that they then have to try to process, and maybe they won't do so hot at that.
Just you wait. Just you wait.
So, yeah, that's where we're at right now, is Gaeta's being rushed to the surgery.
Yeah.
And we've got Natalie speaking with Rosalind and Adama. And they're going to do a quick exposition all together now. Athena's like, hey, they boxed the 3, and that means that she's been like put away on the external hard drive that we're not going to touch. And we think she can tell us who the final 5 Cylons are. And those final 5 Cylons are supposed to know the way to Earth, according to Hybrid Ramblings. The look on Ty's face as
it's so good.
He knows that these fuck around 4 at least know absolutely nothing. We're all the dumbest things alive here, and we're barely keeping it together. He's like also trying to glance sideways at Tori, who's like not doing it. She's like not doing this with him. And they've got this plan that they're going to go to the resurrection hub, get Deanna out. And I'm not totally understanding of what Natalie is trying to do here. It sounds like they want to just get Deanna out and go on their own way. But Athena's over here saying they can get us to Earth. But Natalie just wants to take Deanna and go. So I'm confused.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a little bit of reunion there, you know. A little bit of Deanna was right. A little bit of bring Lucy Lawless back, please. But also, it's just like, I don't want to deal with the humans. So maybe just Lucy Lawless and these 6 was enough.
Yeah. And Natalie's talking about how they want to do this for the rebellion. So I guess, what are you going to do, Natalie? You're going to go back and fight Cavils with no equipment? What's your plan? I'm confused.
Yeah.
But she's asking for Adama's word that they will get to leave the fleet with the final 5 once they know who they are.
Yeah. Adama and Ty talk. He asks about the weapon hold. Ty's like, I just had a feeling. As Racetrack and Skulls confirm the Resurrection Hub coordinates. And then we see Coddle take Gaeta's leg.
Yeah.
Anders watching on.
1, again, why Anders not in Brig? Why does Anders get to watch this?
I mean, Anders did stop a mutiny. Okay, no one's in the Brig right now.
There's that.
They might not know yet either that it was Anders. They might not have told Ty immediately. They might have been like, we'll deal with that later.
Mm-hmm.
We'll deal with that after theme.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry about it, Ty.
Yeah, maybe that's it. And also there's the whole mutiny thing. Like the mutiny was illegal. He stopped the illegal thing and Gaeta happened to get shot in the middle of it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's, yeah. I can get behind that, I guess. But I'm just sitting here like, fuck. He shouldn't be allowed to be watching, though. Come on.
Mm-hmm. We see the fleet and the base star jump together, which is a cool image.
Mm-hmm.
Ty, Adama, Rosalind, and Hilo talk about the plan here after this. Ty is like, maybe we don't risk unboxing the Deanna. Like, we don't care about who these final 5 are, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, we don't need to know who they are, the final 5. That's not a big deal. We shouldn't fight about this.
Well, and we know they're in the fleet. Like, we've been told, at least, by the Cylons, right? I think they said they are in the fleet.
They've said that. Yeah.
And Ty, who has been totally gung-ho about get all these robots out of here, is all of a sudden like, they're probably fine. Like, they've been here this whole time and they haven't done anything bad.
We haven't 33'd in a while. It's been seasons. We're fine.
Yeah, it's okay.
Adama is like, maybe they're rebels.
Everyone should be looking at him weird.
100%. Yeah, Adama's just like, maybe they're rebels. And Ty is all like, oh, that's probably like before he could go to say it, though. Rosalind's all like, no, we're doing this. Maybe they all get the fucking airlock bill.
Yeah. I mean, also, they're being told that the final 5 know the way to Earth. So, like, we should probably find that out for sure, right? Woof. But I can't remember. Was Tori in the room for this one too, or is it just Rosalind?
I don't think so.
Rosalind, Ty, and Adama?
And Hilo.
And Hilo. Okay. But they're definitely not going to just let them go once Deanna identifies the final 5. That's what Natalie was writing for, was like, 1, we get Deanna. 2, she tells us who the final 5 are. 3, we take the final 5 and we go. But how do we get to Earth then without these final 5? And they're like, yeah, no, we've got to just like hang on to them. They can't take them right away.
Yeah,
they will stay here until we know how to get to Earth.
We're gonna get that route to Earth from them for sure. Ty is just like, I'm fucked. You can see it in his eyes.
Yeah.
It's like this episode and next episode are like, they figured out how good Michael Hogan is at the I'm fucked face and just took every opportunity to let him do it. I feel like he went up to like Ron Moore when they were writing this episode and like filming episodes 2 or 3. He's like, look, I've been working on my I'm fucked face after I found out I'm a Cylon. Let me show you a couple real quick. And they just like went out of their way to showcase these moments.
It, yeah.
Yeah. He's just at home in the mirror working on his I'm fucked face. The Quorum gets the news of the joint Cylon military operation, and they're just like, the fuck?
Yeah. This is where I'm like not clear on politics of things, of like, does the Quorum even get a say? Should they even get a say? But they believe they should get a say. And they are mad that they didn't even know what's happening here. What's even better is like, everyone looks at Lee and is like, why weren't we informed? WTF? And Lee's like, I mean, I didn't know either. And you can see like on his face, like, oh, being on the outside kind of sucks. Like, oh, I gave up a lot of knowledge and access when I decided that I wanted to be politics now.
The fuck around 4 talk about their future airlock-based accommodations, but Anders isn't participating in the conversation. He's real shook up from watching Gaeta's surgery.
Well, and Tyrell's not like upset about it. He's like, yeah, I want to know who number 5 is. Like, sure, why the fuck not?
Yeah.
But
at this point,
Ty and Tori are like, we don't want to die. And Anders is thinking about all that he's done and seen.
Yeah.
And Tyrell's just like, who cares? Burn it all down. Let's find out who the last one is. It's interesting that we have come to such like diverse opinions. These 4, the fuck around 4, are not homogenous in what they're trying to do. And the thing that's really bothering Anders is that Gaeta sings whenever his phantom leg is bothering him.
Yeah. Man, this drives me crazy. We'll talk about it in a minute. There's a lot of Gaeta just singing in this episode.
I mean, I think it's that we're getting toward the end of the show and we're like, we haven't had this man who has a good voice sing anything yet, and we should do that. Because he does have a very nice
Give
voice.
Him one. Yeah. Rosalind corners Tori about hanging out in the bang bus.
Oh my, yes.
Rude as fuck. She at one point in this conversation says, I don't care if you have to spend all night on your knees praying or just all night on your knees. Mom, that hurts.
Yeah, Mom is pretty hurtful here. Mom is very disappointed and also mad.
Yeah. It's like, you always have such a glow about you when we stay aboard Galactica. Huh.
Mm-hmm. I can't figure out if Tori is sincerely hurt here, because she does do this thing where she's like trying to tell her sort of the truth, or like trying to like apologize. But I don't know, the at least the actress is giving me the vibes that like, okay, I think this is the manipulation that will work with you, so this is what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
And it does not work. And I can't tell if Tori is actually upset about that or just doing her own thing to survive. But Mom's taken her down a notch and says, well, if you're spending so much time with Baltar, then you need to find out where he got this shared vision lie that he's been spouting all over the airwaves. Yeah. So we know she hasn't talked about the visions with Tori at all. So it can't be that she suspects that lie came from Tori if she's asking Tori to find out where the lie came from. So
yeah,
that's some useful information to know. I'm glad they covered that because, you know, it's feasible she might have mentioned it. But
yeah, the Leader 6, Leoben and Sharon discuss an alternate plan. Because they're like, the human beings are going to betray us. So let's not be betrayed because we'll betray them first. Some real Cylon bullshit.
Some
here.
real. It's all very like in behavioral economics that I took this semester. There's the Homo economicus idea of the rational man, and I'm just like, I'm pretty sure the rational man is just selfish man, like a selfish dude mostly. I really want to know what the breakdown is on like how actually do women usually choose in these rational self-interest games. Tell me more about that. But anyway,
Laura, we don't do science on women.
Yeah, why would you do
know
that?
This.
That's not necessary.
Yeah, we need stable control groups. You can't have that.
Women are not that.
With women. Mm-hmm. No, they're bad for science. Listener, if this is your first episode and you don't know how facetious I'm being right now.
Also, if this is your first episode, like, what?
Fuck. Hi, but what?
You just really like, guess what's coming to dinner, and so you're skipping through all the Battlestar Galactica podcasts listening to that one.
Just that one episode. That sounds like either the best way to do Battlestar podcasts or a nightmare.
Yeah, no.
And I don't know which.
Anyway, like they are doing the like behavioral economics, like backwards induction of like, how do I get to actually what's going to be the worst answer? Like the Nash equilibrium in most of the games that we played in behavioral economics was like not the optimal outcome because people can't just like get beyond our behavioral factors to do the optimal thing. And I'm just like, okay. I actually kind of thought in the scene that we were about to see the Leoben stand up to 6 because he's like not impressed with this idea. Leoben has been having the faith that we need to do what the hybrid says. We need Carathrace. We need all this. And then he just sort of rolls over at the end of the conversation. He's like, okay, just like nodding like, yeah, I am just Leoben and I am just a fuck up. So let's just do what 6 says.
We go to Lee, who goes to visit Rosalind in medbay. He hears Gaeta singing. This is the aforementioned practice when he feels the phantom pain. He tells her that Quorum is considering a vote of no confidence against her. She responds with, fuck those kids. And not, maybe I could communicate more clearly.
Yeah, she says, I'm not going to jeopardize the safety of everyone because 12 people are unhappy.
Yeah.
Never mind the fact that, like, this is representative democracy, right? And supposedly if those 12 people are unhappy, that means all their constituents are mostly unhappy, right?
Nah, that's not how this works.
Fuck them kids.
Fuck them kids. Tori confronts Baltar about talking about the president's visions. He tells her that he knows through Caprica 6 from the trial. He explains that he's not vengeful against her. He's just tired of her lying and using blind patriotism to keep everyone in line while refusing to acknowledge secret missions, like blitz kidnapping foreign heads or seizing shipping lanes.
Yeah. What do you think about all this here? The way Tori conducts this investigation.
I mean, weird pillow talk.
Yeah.
But, oh, God, I hate that I'm about to say this. I agree with Baltar.
I don't believe that he doesn't have any bloodlust for her.
I mean, I don't think he will ever. I mean, he is not acting entirely selfless here.
No.
But you can do something selfish, and it can also be the right thing.
Yeah.
It's not common circumstance, but it is.
The
possible.
two things may align at some point.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm like, I don't believe for a second that you don't have it out for her. Like, I saw how hurt you looked when you thought that mom didn't think about you at all. Yeah.
Yeah. This reminds me of conversations I'd have with one of my friends in college where we would say it's either the person doing the worst thing for the best reasons or the person doing the best thing for the worst reasons.
Yeah.
And this is definitely the latter.
Yeah. So,
yeah,
I don't know. But I do think it is a bit rich that he does say that Rosalind's keeping too many secrets, even from her. He's like wedging in between the two of them.
Yeah.
When Gaius is keeping the biggest secret of all, that he is the reason everyone is here.
Yeah.
Like,
We cut back to Gaeta, who keeps singing the same song. Man, I hope they have some noise-canceling headphones. He sings lovely, but this is like the 40th time he sings this song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rosalind is...
Do you have any stories about this? Did you... Like, I have, like, stories about living in the dorms with people who would listen to the same song on repeat all the time. Have you had to live with anyone like this? I figure it would be college unless you're about to throw Aaron under the bus, in which case...
if anything...
Oh, okay, cool.
If anything, I don't remember those stories, or I don't have any of those stories because it was me.
Oh, okay.
I was probably the one playing the same
Aaron,
song all the time.
Feel free to throw Laura under the bus and edit yourself in here. What a great story, Aaron.
Yeah.
My freshman year of college, I lived in dorms that were 4-person,
Mm-hmm.
and you had a shared bedroom and a shared living space. So 4 beds in one room, desks, and anything else that you had in the front room. And one of my 4 roommates had a lady friend over.
Mm-hmm.
And so they go to the shared bedroom and close the door. And he puts on Juvenile's Slow Motion and puts it on repeat. And it ends up playing like they fall asleep to this. And it was so loud. And we were like, I remember I was playing Metal Gear Solid 3. But like it got to a point where like my best friend from high school and growing up, he and I were living together at the time, and like we have the song memorized. We learned how to play it on any instrument we had in the room, playing along with it and stuff.
Yeah.
Like it just, and it's now just a joke for us. We will prank each other by playing this song sometimes randomly still.
Yeah.
20 years later.
If only Gaeta was having that much fun. He's not having fun.
He's not having that much fun now.
Yeah. So Rosalind is gonna actually talk to the children that are upset.
Yeah. She goes to them. She brings Natalie with them. And the Leader 6 explains that mortality has changed the Cylons and is making them more human.
Okay.
So like, maybe we fucked up with the genocide. Yeah. Not going to say sorry, but
Yeah.
death is scary. Whoops.
So the key to remember here, though, is that maybe death is changing the Cylons. It is changing the Sixes, the Leobans, and most of the Sharons. I don't think it's doing anything for the Cavils, the Simons, and the Dorals. Because I assume they kept their resurrection ships, right? Or they kept their bodies?
Presumably.
Yeah, but I think that's the point of them attacking the resurrection hub that Natalie's getting at, is that, like, we're going to make them experience it too and force them to evolve and change in this way.
Kara has a flashback to the hybrid. Baltar goes to see Gaeta, decides against.
Yeah, they got a whole thing, don't they?
Yeah, they got a whole thing.
It's interesting that, he could extend his hand to Tyrell, who clearly didn't like him, but he can't go see Gaeta. I mean, Gaeta did try to stab him, so there's that.
Yeah, I think the issue here isn't Baltar. I think it's how well or how poorly he believes he will be received.
Yeah. I don't think that this is a good time to reach out to Gaeta with your religion.
Yeah.
Especially since he did try to stab you in the neck.
For sure. Rosalind has another Opera House vision with Athena and Caprica 6. Athena wakes up to Hera next to her, who says bye-bye.
She's doing the creepy... I just want to say, listener...
Creepy kid.
I don't know. I don't remember exactly when I called it, but I called it. Hera's a creepy little girl.
Yep. You got one in this one. You got one in the next one. You texted me so happy.
Yep. So creepy.
So creepy. Kara visits Rosalind and is like, the hybrid said what now?
Yeah. Spux is basically like, yeah, I heard about your visions, and here's more about that I heard from the hybrid.
Yeah. Scoozy?
Yeah. Rosalind has got to know. She's like, the what now? It can do what? We need to go see it. Like,
yeah. Can you get Hilo for me? Leader 6 gets back to the base star.
Yeah, she's got regrets.
Yeah. She looks at the skull on her cap and it's just like, are we the baddies?
She's like, oh, those 12 people, like, listened to me. And it was kind of respectful and shit. We might be doing it wrong. This might be bad. We need to call off the betrayal. And Leoben's like, well, we already told the Centurions.
Like, it's kind of mid-betrayal, guys.
Yeah. And the Centurions are like, we took out those free will chips. Or no, wait. We took out the free will inhibitor. So, like, if they don't like that we want to stop the betrayal, there's nothing we can do about it.
We already spent the political capital to get them to buy into the betrayal. Damn it.
Yeah. And why don't you go vamp for a bit? Maybe you can stall for time and we'll just go try to convince the Centurions that this is all fine.
Right.
But tell them anything except the truth. Don't tell them the truth. That would be bad.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, can't tell them the truth.
Yeah.
We see Hera's creepy kid drawings of 6.
Yeah.
And then she's just missing.
Oh, no. Right before that, there's something else that happens. Can I interject?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Baltar and Rosalind have a moment.
Yeah, so Hilo's escorting Baltar to the Raptor with Rosalind. We're not going to go see a hybrid without Baltar. That's got to be interesting. And that's when she's telling us that you're in my dreams too. And Baltar is surprised. So he definitely wasn't there. And we know that because he does say that earlier he said that I found it out from the Caprica 6 before the trial. He's known about it, but he never experienced it. Oh, and Rosalind is holding on to Sea Rider Falcon, isn't she?
Yes, she is. That's important for next episode.
So we're just going to go talk to this hybrid and find out what the fuck's going on with all this.
This is where we see the creepy kid drawings I mentioned earlier. Hera is like gone, though. Rosalind and Baltar head to the base ship as Leader 6 arrives on Galactica. Athena lives her part of this the vision now here. She's like flashing back and forth between the vision and reality. She's wandering around Galactica's halls. Tyrell and Dee try to help here. Hera turns the corner and sees Leader 6. Athena rolls up, pulls a gun. All this as Marines shoulder up because they're escorting Leader 6 around. Ty's like, everyone stand down. Galen goes and grabs Hera to remove her from like in between all the guns.
Yeah, Ty's like, come get her. You know, we don't need a little child in between all of these guns.
Bedtime. Yeah.
And Sharon is still, she just cannot let this go. She's got this feeling that the Sixes want her child, Hera. I mean, stupid Natalie earlier talking about how beautiful Hera is. And she mentioned at that conversation also that all of the Cylons know who Hera is. Not just the ones that she was with on the base ship when we had her for a while. Creepy. Not good. Athena cannot get over this.
No, she shoots Natalie just out of rage, protection. Yeah. We'll talk about it more on next episode because most of the fallout from this is next episode.
Yeah.
Because we see this and we immediately cut over to the base star where they plug the hybrid back in to like get it to talk, and the base ship immediately jumps away.
Yeah. The hybrid just suddenly orders the jump as being plugged in. Like almost like, you know, if you unplugged a machine in the middle of it doing something and it was the sort of machine that you plug it back in and it just starts right up. That's the hybrid. So unclear to me, even after watching the next episode, how simultaneous these things are, or like, does the hybrid know that Natalie was shot and that's why we jump, or the hybrid's, you know, just having a hard time being plugged back in?
So part one, like of the next two episodes are two-parter unofficially. Part one is the colonial side. Part two is the Cylon ship side. So you haven't watched two episodes ahead. You've only watched one episode ahead. How simultaneous this stuff is will at the very least be less ambiguous.
There's definitely some assumptions on the colonial side in the next episode. But I'm sitting here like, it's not clear to me that is actually how that went. And that, so I look forward to knowing. But yeah, we've got Gaeta singing to credits.
Yep. All right. That's the episode. Laura, on a scale of 1 to 12 colonies, how do you rate this one?
I mean, it's not bad. We're building up a lot of suspense.
Yeah.
I've got a lot of concerns about this whole thing. I need to find out why the Opera House stuff feels as sinister as it does. And Athena's so very worried about it. And why do we want Hera so damn bad? I really hope after Tyrell was like faced with this, like he's got the Athena thing happening. He's got a 6 in front of him. Hera seems to be important. Tyrell is the one who has to go and pick up Hera and take her away out of this. Something should fucking click in his brain that his son is just like Hera. Just nobody knows his son is half Cylon.
It's weird, right?
I mean, I plausibly up to this point.
It's weird he doesn't feel that way.
It's weird he doesn't feel that way. Plausibly up to this point, I can like say, okay, I can see he may not have had enough information. He might not have had privileged things knowing about the farms and whatever. But at this point, he should realize like, oh, this is weird.
Should really know. Yeah.
And the same reason that they seem to be so interested in Hera, they might be so interested in Nikki.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if I'm going to get that or not.
We'll see.
So I'll give this like a 9. It's setting up a lot of good stuff for me.
I love this episode.
Yeah.
I'm here. I gave this a 10 out of 12.
Okay.
Solid.
Yeah.
Up.
Real good. I just, you put down some things in front of me and I'm picking them up. If you don't address them again, I'm going to be real sad.
All right. Well, we'll pick some of that up next episode, season 4, episode 8, Sine Qua Non.
Mm-hmm.
With Rosalind missing, along with the base ship, a new president must be decided on while Galactica searches for that base ship.
Yep.
That's a solid description.
Yeah, solid description. Not a lot of time passing in this episode, it feels like.
I get to make a joke that I've had banked since like episode 3 of this podcast.
Oh, good.
There's your little bonus teaser.
Oh, in that episode.
yeah.
You're not going to make it now?
In that
Oh,
episode.
okay, fine.
No, I'm not going to make it
All
now.
right.
You know what happens, so I could make it to you. But
You can just
in
wait.
case.
It's fine.
Yeah, I'll just wait a week. Sorry, listener. If you know what happens already, I feel like the joke's pretty obvious. I've probably made it in spoiler chat, and if I haven't, I'm sure someone else has. But we'll deal with that next week. This week, we got to say thank you to Jeremy Siegel. Jeremy Siegel, 42.bandcamp.com. Thanks so much for our theme music. We appreciate it so much.
And we also appreciate our podcast artwork by Angry Duck Time Machine on Instagram.
Sure do. Aaron, thanks so much for editing this podcast, making sure it gets out on time, making sure my offhand comments asking Beth to get me more tea get edited out. I appreciate you so much. Thank you.
And thanks, listener, for being here with us. If you have burning thoughts about guess what's coming to dinner, come on down to the Discord. You're welcome there. We'd love to
it's a
hear
chill
it.
hang. I made one post during this episode about a thing you said. So we'll see.
Beautiful. That'll be fun later.
In Spoiler Town.
Of course.
Yes. If you want to talk spoilers, you can get in Spoiler Town and talk spoilers.
Okay.
But until then, we'll see you next week, Internet.
Okay, bye.